Hi, my name is Henry Sullivan. I'm here with Building Momentum, and today we're going to be walking through our RV STEAM lab. It was originally made for the teaching of inner city kids, and it used to be a family RV vacation home. So let's take a walk through the inside and I'll show you what's been done to it. Now, as you can see, it probably looks very different from your standard RV. There used to be a bathroom, a kitchen, a fridge, bedroom right at the back, pretty much for a family to make their way around the country and have a good time doing so. Now it is fully equipped to be a teaching facility. Right down each of the sides here, we have drop-down screens for all of our students to follow along with, say, CAD or 3D printing software. Pop-up desks so they can go down whilst in transit. And then also a big follow-along screen right at the back as well that the students can refer to. We've also kitted it out with our own built-in circuitry, which is hiding quite nicely behind the TV here. Everything runs off of a couple of generators, one that was already included with the RV, and then two that we installed right underneath. And all three linked together will be able to power the entire system. So we actually started the project right around August this year. And the first couple of stages were just demolition. And that included literally ripping the entire guts and inside of the RV out. We had to do it pretty carefully because we had to keep the major structure intact so that we could build upon. But to be quite honest, there were a few things that crept up that we didn't realize would be an issue. For one, the way that the walls were constructed. There aren't actually too many structural supports throughout the inside. Now, in a house you'd get studs maybe 16 inches apart. Here we'd be lucky if we found them 3 feet apart or any at all. And that was something that we needed to take into consideration when we actually built out the rest of the RV. We found out that some of the structure that we removed, say cabinets, doors, the bathroom for example, actually held up part of the RV, and we had to compensate for that by adding in a few different structural reinforcements like the big metal pillar at the back, and then also enforcing the walls with the plywood for the desks too. But it's quite an old RV, and we did encounter a few other problems too. May that be with a bit of leaking from the bathroom, and so some water damage, and then also the flimsy floor. So we actually had to lay down an entire new floor, laminate it, make it very strong, and then included a vinyl flooring on top just to kind of make it look a bit better. But before doing that, we had to replace some of the walls and some of the flooring as well because of the water damage. So there was one aspect of the build out that we thought was going to be horrendous. It was actually quite daunting. And it was this entire jut out right here. Now, we were confused as to how it got power, how to run HDMI, how to do all of that, when in reality we just went underneath the RV and found out that there was a bundle of excess wire that would stretch out when the jut out was extended, and it would pull back in when the jut out came back in. And we were hypothesizing there might be a contact plate to provide power to the system, there might be some elaborate way that they did this when it was actually just a roll of wire. And that was quite a relief. And it actually turned out to be one of the easiest parts of the entire project, because once we got this done and squared away, everything else kind of fell in line. I'm Henry Sullivan with Building Momentum, and thank you very, very much for watching.